We have a fish on the goldfish. Come on. Yes. That does feel like a decent fish. Get in. We're on again. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. Today I am pike fishing for big fish with a twist, and that is going to be the bait I'm using. So I'll set up and I'll talk to you a bit more about that in a minute. But there you can see the venue of choice today. Some nice fish in here. Hopefully we'll come across a couple today. Feeling good, conditions are good. Nice bit of cold in the air too, so fingers crossed. Let's go get set up. So I've already got my 2 rods rigged up over there. I'll talk you through what they are a bit later on. But we've just gone for the very simple sort of mid-water float rig setup. Now I've just nipped into Gerrys in Morecambe for some bait because I saw they had something rather special in from the Instagram story. So on the top here we've just got our reserve bait in case we run out of the others. So this is just mackerel, one of my favourite baits for pike fishing. Mackerel and roach is what I tend to use most of the time, so when I run out of the main bait this is what's going on. But look, goldfish. Picked up a couple of these bad boys from the shop. I can't wait to see if these work. I'll show you these a bit closer once they're all rigged up and ready to be cast out. So here we have bait number 1 all rigged up and ready to go out. This is quite a sizable fish actually, so it might take quite a big one to go for it. But I know there's fish in here that are capable of taking a bait this size. But yeah, this is a chunky old goldfish, this one. Really looking forward to getting this in the water. Look at that, I feel a bit ridiculous using something like this. I wonder what the story is behind this goldfish, but either way, it's gonna make quite a good bait. So as we speak, I'm just getting set up with the other goldfish bait. This one's got a few white spots on it, which is interesting, so I'll get this on and then I'll show you what we're dealing with here, because this is gonna be ridiculous. I really, really hope we get something on these today. Here we go. Look at this. This isn't even interesting. It's a bit smaller, this one, so my hopes are this one might pick up a slightly smaller fish if it's in here. Well, I suppose the hopes are always for a big fish, but look at that. Isn't that a funny looking thing? I don't know, I reckon this is going to do well today. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a comment saying you do think it'll work or you don't before you've seen it. Be honest, and let's get fishing. Right, just going to get this first one out, which is the smaller goldfish. Maybe we'll just set this float stop a bit deeper. And I think we will place this one just over there. There we go. Maybe I'll have to make that a bit deeper depending on if the wind and the current can move that. Here we go, big rod, big bait. This is a massive rod. Massive goldfish. I think we'll make that again, we'll make that deeper. That looks about right. This is a heavy bait, I can feel it really putting a bend in this. Come on. There we go. Goldfish in the water. Come on. Just getting the net and the unhooking mat ready. I'll get the tools out now, but I'm keeping an eye on this for a very fast bite, because last time I was here, the bites came very quick. So this is actually the second time I've filmed here and fished here over the last few weeks. Last time was a couple of weeks ago and I had a couple of nice fish actually, so just to show you what sort of fish we could be in with a chance of today, I'll flash up those clips now and show you those fish I had out of here on non-goldfish baits. If you have already seen that video or you're not interested in that, then skip to the timestamp here and we'll carry on goldfish fishing for you. I'm on. That's a big fish, that, I think. The float just went as I was doing a bit of filming. Let's keep that away from my other float. Not seen this fish yet, but it feels like a big one. This does feel like a big fish. What's this? Thought I was snagged at first. Oof, that's a nice one, that. That is a nice fish. That's a really nice pike. We've not been going long at all here. Let's get this fish in and let's get this fish dealt with. It looks like a double to me. And we've got it, come on. So here you go, ladies and gents. That is a lovely pike, probably a double. Not gonna get a weight on this one because it's no PB or anything, but that's quite a long fish, isn't it? I've only been fishing about 15 minutes. Outstanding result. Let's get this fish back. Oh, I just had a proper knock then on this head. That's a fish on the smaller rod. Doesn't feel like as big of a fish, but we had just the head on this one. Whoa, what's that? That fish has got a mad injury on it. That's a nice one, that. That's a nice fish. Can't believe the size of that injury. It's like an otter's had a go at it or something. It's taking drag. Or a propeller. Oh, as if we're in again. Can't believe that injury. I've never seen that in my life. Right, time to get this net. Whoa, look at that. This fish is about 11 pound, I think. I don't know what's happened to it, but it looks pretty mangled. What a fish. Let's get this one back. Come on. So as you can see, I'm all nice and tucked away under my nice umbrella that I got from my girlfriend for my birthday. This is so good. That's for a few reasons. So one, it looks like a nice day now, but rain is forecast later on, and two, it makes a really good windshield for when I'm filming on my phone, because you know, wind noise can be a bit annoying on video. So yeah, tucked up under the umbrella, just watching the floats, got an eye on both of them, watching them like a hawk, and hopefully one goes down soon. Just had a definite bit of interest on this float then. Oh, it's come off. Oh, I didn't give it time. I didn't give it the time. Oh, that's a big shame. I should have... Oh. Do we have something looking at it? Hard to see, really. We just had a bit of interest, though, for sure. Better luck next time, I suppose. My float's going this time. Fish on. Fish on the goldfish. Oh, it's come off. It's come off. Oh, no, again. That is such a shame. Let's inspect this. We've only got one treble still in it. Well, something's definitely had to go at this fish. There's quite a bit of damage around this head section. It's quite a big bait though, so it's gonna be difficult, I think, to get a good hook up. Anyway, we didn't do it that time, but at least we've still got our bait. Well, I can't quite believe that. That's two takes we've lost now on the goldfish. It really is a trade-off though, between letting the bites develop too much and risking deep hooking the fish. I know if I'd have left that a few more seconds, I'd have probably hooked up with that, but you get the chance that the fish is going to have a treble down its throat then, and that's not an easy situation to deal with. But yeah, maybe I'm just making excuses. something's had a go at them at least, so they are working. 2 goldfish in the water. Still plenty of time left in the day. Got my eyes on the prize. It's mad to think that underneath each one of these floats there's a big old goldfish just waiting to be chomped by a big pike. I think it's probably in my interest to recast this big bait just because I've not had anything on, not had any nibbles or anything so far. It might not be sat too well on the bottom. Oh, no.
It's pretty mad, goldfish.
Oh, I reckon that was a bite then, just because this has come out.
Lifted the hook out, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just hard to hook up with these goldfish. Maybe my hooks aren't big enough or something. Well, nothing makes me feel quite as festive as a pig's under blanket sandwich. It was a real toss-up between this and the Boxing Day after sandwich. I can't remember quite what that's called, but you get the gist. But yeah, this is the meal deal of the choice today. It's always good to see those Christmas menu items coming through, isn't it? I might have a bit of movement on this float. Oh, it's come off again. Oh, what? It's got my goldfish. Oh no, it's taken my goldfish. Oh, that is so upsetting. That's the 3rd fish I've just lost now. Oh, well, we'll get some proper bait on. Well, I'm pretty devastated, I have to say. That looked like, well, it felt like a big fish. I just felt that pull from it for a split second. I've just got 1 rod in the water still. And it had my goldfish, brought it back with no goldfish on the other end, so that's made me think that was the bigger bait. That could well have been a really big fish. What has just eaten my goldfish? Hang on a minute. Do I have a fish on? Do I have a fish on the goldfish? We do. We have a fish on the goldfish. Come on. Yes. Oh, the goldfish is gone. The goldfish is gone. This isn't a bad one, this. Come on. Yes. We have a fish on. And it is nailed the goldfish. Yes, we've got it. We've got it. Come on. Here you have it, ladies and gents. We have landed our first goldfish eater. And it is a pretty nice fish too. Look at that, he has absolutely chomped the goldfish. I am over the moon. After missing 3 fish, we've finally gone and nailed a nice one. Look at that. Let's get this fish back, should we? Well, what a fish that was. I just looked back over the footage and that was a pristine looking fish. Absolutely beautiful markings. If you are enjoying this video so far, then please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from me and this channel, because I've got some really big plans soon and some videos coming up that I think you're really going to enjoy. So this is the bait we're on now. Smaller mackerel. I'm sure this is going to suit the size of the traces a lot more. I think that's probably what my problem was my traces are a bit too small for the bait I was using. So still time for some nice fish today, because they do get bigger than that in here. Right, we've got a much more realistic size bait on now. Well, it's still a whole mackerel, but it's a small one. It's a small whole mackerel, so hopefully we're going to get a couple more fish today. Now I know what you're all thinking. Before I get hundreds and hundreds of people asking me this question, you're probably wondering, where on earth did I find such a sexy bobble hat? So let's take a closer look at it, shall we? So me and my mate Harry from Bang Average Fishing have launched a clothing brand together, fishing themed, all sorts of crazy cool t-shirt designs, hats of all sort of varieties, but this is one of my personal favourites, the Forecast Bobble Hat. This is ideal to keep the old head warm in the winter months. Look at that. Can't wait to test this out in some really serious weather. As we all know, starting a business isn't easy, and if you did want to support me and Harry in this little venture we've got going, then feel free to check out our website. That's all I ask. I'm not asking anyone to buy anything. Just go and have a look at the website and have a good look through the store. That would be a big favour to me. Just see if anything tickles your fancy. I don't ask for much from you, do I? But a quick look over the website, it would make my day. We've got all sorts of cool stuff on there. So I am actually going to do a full video about this clothing brand we've started soon, including why we've done it, how we've done it, and what we're hoping to achieve from it. But just for now, there's a little tease. I just want to let you know where you can get one of these hats, because people are loving them, to be fair. These are one of the items that have been received the best, and I can see why. Funky and madly colourful is the underlying theme on the clothes that we're trying to bring. We're trying to change the way fishing clothing is seen. www.forecastclothing.com, spelt with a 4, so 4CAST clothing, forecastclothing.com. Check it out. If you do have a chance to go and look at them, I'd really appreciate you dropping a comment here below this video, giving us some feedback, letting us know what you think, because feedback is really valuable to us at this point. We've just had a bite. Oh no! It's had my bait. We've missed another fish there. We have missed another fish. I am just losing a ridiculous amount of fish today. That cast wasn't far out at all though, so we're just pretty much gonna replicate that again and see if that fish is still there, just jumping down my bait. I can't believe how many fish I've lost. Probably the same fish, I'm just feeding it right up. Ridiculous. I actually can't believe how many fish I've lost today. The thing that stops me fishing today is actually going to be lack of bait rather than everything else. I've very nearly run out. I've got what I've got on the hooks, and then I've got one small mackerel left, and that is it. So as promised, the setups over there, we have the S-Max Smuggler by Rigged and Ready. Really good heavy rod for sea fishing, carp fishing, pike fishing. Then over there we have the Rigged and Ready Predator with the RR3000 reel on. Well, as expected, here's the rain, but I'm feeling quite smug about the fact that I'm dry. I'm not sure if my float's moving because of this or because there's something on it. Fish on! Fish on! Come on! That feels like a decent fish too. That does feel like a decent fish. Get in! We're on again. It's not on the goldfish, but can't complain about that, can I? Not seen this fish yet. It's not massive actually, it's smaller than I thought it was. Just putting up a good fight for its size, that's for sure. Feisty one. And it's in the net. Come on. Well, taking into account the way this fish was fighting, I thought it was a lot bigger than it was. It's only 4 or 5 pound, if that. Maybe 3 or 4, but it's just good to be getting another fish on the bank after spending quite a long time with no action. So let's get this one back. Well, what a fish that was. I'm so pleased about that. It genuinely felt a lot bigger than it was coming in then. Thought that could have been a double even, but no, half the size of what I was half the size of what I was expecting. But I've got a couple more baits left. Gonna chuck these back in the water. and see if we can't pull something else out. It's the final mackerel. Da, 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 da. The rain's really coming down now. Well, I will also say that because this marina isn't public access, please don't mention where it is or its name or anything in the comments below, just because it's not fair on the staff here if a load of people turn up fishing that aren't supposed to be here. But yeah, rain's coming down. Really hoping for maybe another one. We've only got 2 baits left, so all of the bait now is out on the floats, and then that's it. I'll be calling it a day. Just having another cast into here now. That's a good little spot there. Come on. Well, the day's getting on a bit now. Another bit of interesting news though is tomorrow on the 19th of November, it is my first child's first birthday, so I'm really excited about that. And I know some of you saw him when he was a baby on some of my, well, he still is a baby really. Some of you saw him on some of my other videos, so I'll give you a quick update now. Just look how cute he is. He wants you to hit the like button more than I do, so go on, do us both a favour and hit that like button. Drop a comment, let me know what you think of the video, and I think actually I will call it a day there. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you here on Adventure Fishing UK for the next one. I'll catch you down the road.